Danganronpa.
Tales of Dysmorphia. That one hasn't come out yet, I don't think, Neo. Anyway, last time on Danganronpa, we were investigating for the final case. The final trial. And we just helped, and now I can't remember anybody's names. Kyoko. We just helped Kyoko get into a secret room where she found her father's bones. Okay, so what are we doing next? I think we've checked out just about every area on the list. Sky, do you happen to remember what we should do next? I like how Neo answered regardless of being asked. Make dinner. Absolutely. Neo, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find something for dinner. Guys, I know we just started Danganronpa, but I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I like how Sky answered beat the mastermind because ultimately he didn't know what to do next either. Group photo in the gym. I guess I can go check the gym. Okay, so we'll start by checking the gym. Which I ran past. Man, once we finish Danganronpa, what's gonna take its place? We've been playing Danganronpa for a while now. Danganronpa 2. Danganronpa 2 will be someday, but not immediately after Danganronpa 1. Although I am genuinely interested in playing Danganronpa 1 because, or 2, I mean, because I never finished that one. I think I've already got the group photo. Oh, I know what to do. I'm not going the right way. I'm not going the right way. We got that special e-handbook, and I think we can use it to open the lockers in here. Maybe. I wonder if I can open this locker. There's a card reader installed, and it was, yeah, you get the lock. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers. Second floor of the school. Just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it. Alright, we already did this part. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Nope. Don't see anything that could be a clue. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. But there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter. and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster, and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. And thus, the future was born that would lead up to Bionic Commando Rearmed, or whatever that game was called. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I love that clip, Sky. You didn't share it during the stream, but I watched it afterwards. Because I freak out from dying. Then I'm like, I'm okay. And as soon as I'm done saying I'm okay, I die again. I particularly love this clip. I'm okay. We do not reference Rick James in this chat, Evil. Rick James, bitch! I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind. Just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Despair walks among us. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? And so we survive. There's a second despair. Anything else to be found in this cool room? Nothing in that one. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Oh, you mean Hero? By the way, I found his crystal ball. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. It's full of his stuff. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. Must be a spare. Yeah, Leon did smash one of them. But it's Hero. I'm sure he has several. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. Picked up one of the notebooks I saw. At the moment I looked inside the notebook. Alright, good night, Technospray. Any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? But the more I see, the less sense it makes, because these lockers... I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to the people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. By the way, I like how the only thing in Kyoko's locker was a pocketbook. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader, and... nothing. I think that's everything. Because I don't think we can open any of the smashed up ones. Is it time?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint. It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that... He said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, Hiro. Oh, Makoto! Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. I already talked to him. What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go! Hiro, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time?
I am Monokuma!
Hello! Welcome! Welcome! Hello! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you! The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it! Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusabe. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here posed like this is weird enough by itself. and we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. It's because you're holding the camera, idiot. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me to be in this picture, to not be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. Not everyone is like me, and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture's real, then could that mean... could it be? Everyone else and just me. Everyone here except me is... Who's that one with their face covered? Looks like Junko, the girl who died all the way back at the beginning. How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know? So, I mean, get out! But... I told you! I'm not fielding any questions!
Unbelievable.
What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field! I'm not doing the joke again. I guess that means he's done talking. Soliloquy. Damn it. Soliloquy being such a hard word to say is enough of a reason for me to never say it again. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looked so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. We should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. So the question is, where is everybody? Does the map show? No, unfortunately it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it does in the sequel, though. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto. Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Because you're not in the group photo. They're afraid you play... This is Byakuya's room. If I set foot inside without asking, he'd feed me to the vultures. Yeah. Not one of us. Well, where did Hiro go? I guess I'm gonna have to just look around for everybody. Wait, the map does show us where everyone is. I was just looking at the wrong map the entire game. Instead of looking at that map, I thought this map was the only map in the game. And this map just, you know, shows you where the rooms are, but it doesn't tell you anything more than that. Remember all those times that I was looking for where people were? You know, so we could go on dates with them? And then I had to rely on Sky to figure out where everyone was? Alright, so next person we're looking for is Byakuya in the archive. Makes sense. Thing is, I probably knew about this feature the first time I played, because I don't remember having trouble finding people. I unlearned a useful bit of information, and then made the game harder for myself. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. It's the mastermind. They're setting you up. They're a one-trick pony. They already tried to set us up for this trial once. Alright, next contestant is... Alright, Hiro and Toko are both on the top floor. Why would we take hints from the zombie? Is Byakuya a zombie? Or are you talking about how everyone's listening to the hint that the mastermind gave them? Oh, okay. I've never done an IRL escape room. I had my head chopped off in a VR escape room once, though. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. The first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out, again. Huh? Toko? Watch Genocide Jill be the only person willing to listen to us. It's open, but... Oh, but Toko. Toko, are you okay? No. No, she's not dead, is she? Ah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What? I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Have you reached that certain age?
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose? Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo, bazinga. No. I'm kidding. But I cannot believe the word I just read in this game's dialogue. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. No, it's more like half. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. Oh shit. I'm sure Byakuya's around here somewhere, doing his own investigating. By himself? Interesting story. I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now. Toko shut off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. The fridge, it's open. I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But, listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything got to be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sit on this tarp. I did not mean to trigger that again. Wait, what? I thought it was just dialogue that we'd already read. Alright, fine. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. It's the same as the one I found in the garden tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. I've already looked through this instruction manual more. More importantly, well, what else is there to look at? Also, yeah, at the moment, Makoto's a bit of a himbo. The fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. Himbo Jimbo. I should ask Kyoko about that group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I can't leave with things the way they are right now. What else do you want to look at, dude? On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't. It would seem the blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on includes Mukuro's. There's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really. The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds. It makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What? Nani.
at the very least,
Certainly you can follow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of the possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed,
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
indeed.
How are those vitals? Let me one-up you and say, how are those not vitals? Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
It looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh, wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
no.
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. Yeah, we knew that. We read it in the file that we found with Byakuya. That Kyoko found. But she could have abandoned me. But she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad ever, even once since you got here?
What? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know, all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any of those lockers, you'd need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook,
I see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. If I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Okay, let me give you the headmaster's handbook, that way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you'd left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found your pocketbook in a place... Why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. It's not even an HD DVD.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So, as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. Fire and determination, like that song you shared yesterday. What song did I share yesterday? She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Are you talking about enormous penis? Oh, you're talking about... I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. Got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose hope. So Sky Knight is referencing this song. I'll play it again real quick.
Bowline Bob, Hanging Johnny, Fishing Rod, Tallywhacker, Pocket Rocket, One-Eyed Trouser Trout. Ding Dong, Ankle Spanker, Pork Sword, Engine Cranker, Harry, Hot Dog, Davy Crockett, let them all hang out. Pet names for genitalia, you know the girls think of them and you gotta love them. Pet names for genitalia, there's always something silly about little Willie. Wang, Wazoo, Weenie, Whacker, Pecker, Pee-Pee, Kidney, Cracker, Heat, Seeking, Moisture, Missile, Giggle, Stick, Love, Whistle, Tube, Steak, Uncle Dick, this is getting really sick. I'm not through, there's one more, Purple Helmet Warrior. Pet names for genitalia, you know the girls think of them and you gotta love them. Pet names for genitalia, there's always something silly about little Willie.
Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, back to the game. They should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this? Only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, Before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
He and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point?
I always played Colonel Mustard.
Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said
I'm
yes?
sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Yakuya, Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie! Looks like it broke! Out of service! What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. Couldn't remember why I'd come to this school. And I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget about all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed too obvious... Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... We're gonna be saving this
Anything that has a start, there has to be
at the trial. We'll do the final trial next weekend, because that'll give us plenty of time to do it. And appreciate the ending. But if anyone wants to hang out and watch a movie or something on the Discord with me after this, let me know.
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay, then. This is the end. Who is this class trial for? It's a redo of Mukuro's murder. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya. Byakuya. They arrived one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero? Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like... the first class trial.
You called for me, and so I appear.
What is she saying? I'm late. Is that what she's saying? I'm late! Or am I late? But it's transitioning into I'm, and then latte.
I'm on fire!
Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot, my loins are ablaze. Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge any and shiv the master of evil. I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well, now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
I think the Monokuma voice glitched for a second. I'm not quite sure what that was. This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
that's fine.
The ooh, I think, threw me off. Monokuma is coming in hot. He went ooh, and I turned into kanji. You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time it'll be fair. What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there if there was a Mr. Fair Guy universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
Guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Huh. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
You know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Kyoko's our new BFF. I started making my way toward the opening. Step after step toward that gaping maw. Are you describing an elevator, or are you describing something else, Makoto? I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. Kyoko and Toko may be the only ones still in your corner. I think only half of Toko is still in our corner. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally on steady legs. I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Way to be a drama queen about it. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later? I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! Because if I've learned anything, Neo, it's that people are often easily swayed. Anyway, this is where we conclude. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I did save the game, right? You know what? I'm gonna do a schizo save. That way we don't have to fight William Birkin again. Your neurosis went up. My neurosis goes up every stream, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Danganronpa's exciting, explosive climax will be next weekend. I guess you're just gonna have to edge until then. Be on the edge until then. It was good to have you back, Evil.